Hey guys, welcome back to the Middleton Talk. My name is Carmelita Middleton, and today we have our first ever guest, my mom,
Brandy Savito,
on our talk show. Today we're going to get to know a little bit about my mom, ask her some questions, and the first question I have for her is, what was it like to live and grow up in Belize?
it was really nice. We have so much family. I live on the beach. First of all, I was in Belize City, and I left Belize City when I was 6 years old to go on the island, Placencia. And I grew up in Placencia. We never know anything about the sea sand because we were in the city. And it was difficult adjusting to not wearing shoes, first of all. It's crazy because each time you move to a different place, there's a different culture. And in Placencia, with not having, coming from the island, from the city, going to an island, nobody wears shoes. And that was an adjustment. They used to call us Puss in the Boots because we wanted to wear shoes. But it was really nice just going out, catching fish. If we want to dive for lobster, if we want to catch shrimps, if we want to catch fish, whatever we wanted in the ocean, we go and get it as a kid. And also my granddad has a farm. He had a ranch, and we used to go and help him feed the cows and cattle, and so it was fun. It's a lot of experience. There's a lot of people that doesn't experience the thing that I experienced. We used to get coconut, and we had a skiff, a boat, and we used to fill it up with coconut. But as a kid, you go into this jungle and you come back with so many mosquitoes bite and stingrays under your feet. But it was so much fun just going out hunting with my granddad. We used to go and hunt for iguanas.
Oh my god.
But it's really good.
So why is it a cultural thing when you moved to Placencia, right? Why didn't you wear shoes? Like, why wasn't it accepted?
Because everybody was barefooted. Everybody was with the sea sand, we just walk in the sea sand. When we go to maybe to church, then some of the people will wear shoes, but majority of them was barefoot.
Yeah. I don't like sand, which is kind of weird because, like you said, my mom grew up in Belize, and so she grew up in the water and the ocean, and I do not like sand. I don't like the water. I don't like the ocean. I don't like any of that. So it's kind of crazy how you grew up there and then how I just don't like it at all. Okay, so you grew up in Placencia. So did you move anywhere else after Placencia, or did you...
We moved around a little bit. We were living in Corzal because my mom is a single mom with 7 kids, and she raised by herself. So we moved around to different little places, but my mom left Corzal to go back to Placencia. So we stayed there until I was 12. Then I went to the city for college.
So out of your whole entire childhood, what is your favorite memory?
Well, I used to go out for pageants. I used to enter myself. I used to model back in my days. I went up for Miss Teen. I won my first college. I was crowned in 80 something. Miss ACC. I was the first Miss ACC ever. Then I went up for Miss Teen. And I won that, and I went up for Miss Cyclist, and I won that.
Cyclist, like bicycle?
The bicycle, yes. I was the queen for the bicycle.
Did you have to ride a bicycle?
No, I didn't have to ride a bicycle. It was just queen. I give up their trophies. I give them their trophies. And my plan was to go to run up for Miss Belize, so I can go for Miss Universe.
Miss USA?
Miss Universe. Yeah, that was my goal. That was my dream. And I also represent Belize in the Olympic, only for the Caribbean Olympic. So it was special. I have a legend. It was like, for me, I always say, I want to make my kids, they know a legend, right?
A legacy.
Legacy. And then I also did a Pelican Bear calendar at 37 years old. So it was really nice to know that I was on the billboard in Belize. Also going from the airport, I was in a big billboard. So it was really nice to know that, you know, I'd go back and I was like a superstar. So it was really nice.
That's pretty cool. So, okay, so talk a little bit about your experience to get into the calendar, for the Pelican calendar.
Well, it's like a little competition, you know, everybody compete and see, and I was chosen, which was really nice because I was a little bit older than all the other young girls. They were like in their teens and I was in my 30s. But it was really nice to represent because Pelican bear is the bear from Belize, and you don't get it anywhere else but in Belize. So it was nice to see me on the calendar. Yeah. It was nice.
So I'm pretty sure I can find a picture and I'll pop it up so that they can see it, and then I'll look through all your other photos of your experiences. All right, so we know now that you live in the United States. Tell us a little bit about migrating from Belize and your experience of what you had to go through to get to America.
Well, for the first time I came to America, I was 13 years old. I won Miss ACC, and I could flew anywhere in the world that United Airline go. And I picked Houston because my aunt was in Houston. So just coming to visit, it was completely different. I mean, all the cars. We don't have a lot of cars in my country. I mean, it was huge. So that was a culture shock. And then when I was, 17, I came over here in 1990. And I came over here and I went to Scarborough High School. That was a culture shock too, with so many people. And it was a lot different because in our country, my country, we don't care about the culture, the race and all that stuff. So it was different when everybody's asking your culture and where you're from. It's like they never seen you before. So it was a culture shock. And especially going to school, the kids were disrespectful to me. I mean, they talked to their teacher like horrible, and we can't do that to our teacher. I was 13, 14. I was 15 years old, and I was like, we said a college. It's like a high school, but we call it college in our country. And they're whipping people.
Like the teachers spank the kids?
Yeah, the teachers spank the kids. So that was a culture shock to see the kids, they're so disrespectful. But you know, it was the mall. And I never. this is a joke, guys. I mean, this is real. So me and my sister came over here, and we never seen a water fountain before. So that was a culture shock because we see people walk up to this water fountain and they put their head down and they start drinking water. Well, we did that, but no water came out. so the little things, you know, the guy was like, well, you need to push it. I'm like, we're looking for, maybe it's a magic you got to do.
Wait, Mom, there's a little thing on the bottom that literally says push.
Yeah, but we never know. We just saw people, we never seen it.
But you didn't think of push?
No, we just thought it just came up.
Oh my God.
So that was something different. It's like coming to America and Eddie Murphy. You know, I never see a lot of stuff. We never been in an elevator. We never been in an escalator. I mean, it was a lot for a small town, village, you know, island girl coming to a big city. It's a lot.
You're nervous because you don't know, like.
Yeah, it is a lot. It was so different, but you know, we're here. I'm enjoying it. I love it.
How long have you been in America?
From the time I was 17, 20 something years.
Let's do the math.
From 1990.
You're 48.
1992.
31
years. Ooh. 31
wow.
years. Yeah, 31 years.
31 years. Okay, well, what's your advice to someone who wants to move from Belize or another country and come to America? What would you give them advice?
Well, you know, there's not a lot of advice. Just come with an open mind. You know, you come with an open mind to accept different culture. And I think for me, I like to travel, so it makes it better that I travel and I see different people. But I mean, I go to resort, but I like to go to a place also that is really authentic. You know, culture like is not all beautiful, you know. And I think for me, if you come with an open mind, whatever you want to be, you know, this is the land they said opportunity, but for me, I think it's more working. You know,
Yeah.
over here, we work a lot over here, and we don't take time to enjoy life. You know, we want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to have everything, and it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But I know for myself, you know, going to my little island. You know, we live on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's a luxury. You know,
yeah.
that's a luxury. We open our doors and then the water is right there. The ocean is right there. So we never know what we have until it's gone. You know, and now that I have kids, I really can't. I go back to Belize, but don't think the grass is greener on the other side. So just for me, I was like, enjoy, see what you have, because there's a lot of people from over here go to our country, Belize, that's where I'm from too, people Belize. You know, they want to retire because they see our water is beautiful, crystal clear. It is nice. The people are amazing. Our Belizean people are so amazing. They make you feel so nice, and that's why there's so many people coming from abroad to go to Belize to live, to retire.
Yeah.
So
that's good. All right. So now that you've been in America for 31 years, do you ever feel like you want to potentially move back to Belize?
Oh yes, there's no question about that. I want to go home. I want to go home. I love Kikaker. That's my place when I go to Belize. I love Kikaker. I love the island vibes. I love like everything is slow. It's like you don't even need a watch. Yeah. You go home and you feel more relaxed. You just, you know, you have time to think. You have time to enjoy your family. You don't have to be worrying about, you know, bills. And one good thing about Belize, or, you know, I'm talking from my country, is that when you own something, you own it. Over here, you really don't really own anything. And I have a problem with that, especially the HOV, the Homeowners Association.
Oh, HOA. HOV is a car rider line thing.
Yeah, because I run it. I run it, so I have to pay for that too.
Oh, God.
So everything that you do over here, you have to pay.
All right, Mom. So what is your experience about being a grandma? Now, this is not going to be a slide pregnancy announcement.
No, you know what? For me, when I know my daughter was pregnant, it wasn't that great. It wasn't a great experience for me because I hold her to a standard, but I love being a grandma, and I'm a beautiful grandma too. Yeah, I like that. I have 5.
Oh God, I hope you don't have 5.
4 grandbabies. I love it. I love being a grandma.
If you can be or do anything in the world, now that you have an open path and you're able to choose what you want to do, what is something that you really want to put your mind to and conquer?
Do I have to start my life over again?
No. Like now, at your age now, you have a clean slate. You can change your career. You can go on vacation. You can do whatever you want. What would you like to do as yourself?
I like to travel. I love to travel. I love the experience of traveling. I love the experience of just meeting different people. Everywhere I go, I meet someone. I have my friend that I met in Cabo, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. But it's nice. I like that. I like health and fitness also, the gym. I love it. And what else do I like? Nutrition. I love fashion. I'm not a great fashionista, but I love clothes.
So my mom has a problem. She is what you call a shopaholic. And another problem she has is she cannot wear the same outfit multiple times. Like, if she wore this outfit, like this outfit, she will not wear again on camera or even anywhere.
But please tell my daughter if anybody is looking. I mean, there's a lot of people looking here. But it is, I mean, there's a lot of women does that. I don't know what it is. I just like to, if I'm going to go to the park, it's going to be a reason for me to go shopping. But it's not only about shopping. It's, you know, you have to make yourself look good. You have to dress that. Sometimes when I take pictures, when I take a lot of pictures, that's when I'm sad. That's when I know I'm sad, and I take a lot of pictures. And I like to dress up because, you know, ladies, you know, there's so many people that we don't take care of ourselves. Well, anyway, for my advice that I will give any ladies, you know, take care of yourself. You know, your health, your mental health is most important. You don't have to go anywhere. Today I just got dressed up and I came to my daughter because it makes me feel good. You know, we have to take care of ourselves. I am a single mom. Like I was saying, I have 3 kids, 25, 23, and 10 years old.
I think Rossi's 26.
Well, anyway, whatever age, I can barely remember my age. But the point is, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money looking good. You know, you have to take care of your mental health. There's so many people that is, you know, they're committing suicide because their mental health is not great.
Yeah,
you know, so
scary.
You have to take care of that, and that's what I do. My thing is, I love the gym. I go to church. I love the gym, and I love taking pictures. Those 3 things that make me happy. And my kids, I love being with my kids. I love my daughter. You know, I think that she is amazing. You know, I hold her in a standard, and she don't understand because, you know, it's not like who you prize most. You know, some people, some kids, everybody has their own special love for me. You know, like my baby, Aiden. He's such a sweetheart. He take care of me. He make my coffee, well, not my coffee, my tea. He make my breakfast. He cooks for me. So that's the blessing. My daughter, you know, she makes me proud because she's a go-getter like me and, you know, like her dad. She do a lot of stuff, you know. On the next episode, we'll talk about co-parenting.
Oh, yeah, we'll have Dad here.
Yeah, we'll talk about co-parenting.
And I think that'd be kind of cool to see because that's not like a real topic. Like, people think once you get divorced you don't have to see that person, and so yeah, that'd be a good thing. I think Dad would actually really like that because y'all are very different. Yeah, when it comes to being divorced, you may divorce each other but you did not divorce your kids.
Yeah, that is something that we need to touch on a later you know, on a different episode of her podcast because as a single mom, you know, having my ex-husband with me, we don't, you know, we did all our drama. When we were divorced, the kids were still there. He come and pick up the kids. And there's not a lot of people can understand that, especially when you're dating. You know, it's like my ex-husband intimidate them. And I don't understand. I mean, it is true. You know, there's so many people that comes into my life that, you know, that I thought that, you know, there would be understand different. My ex-husband and I were good friends. We always been good friends. We always been, you know, taking care of the kids. We separated because, you know, things didn't work out with us. But we didn't separate with the kids because that's what life is about. You know, he's over here all the time. He's over my daughter. When my daughter has a birthday, he's over at my house, you know, and people don't understand that, you know, and so it is hard I know that we're not talking about the dating life, but it's really hard because they expect for me to hate him, you know, and I think you know, I can't hate somebody that's been a great father, you know.
No, you don't understand why. I think you're correct, Mom. A lot of people, they expect you, once you divorce, they expect you to not talk or not be around that person. I mean, I don't really have any experience with that at all, but, you know, I do see from you and Dad, like, even if you do have different partners, you still have to communicate because we were still kids. They can't expect, you know, y'all to not communicate, y'all not to talk on the phone, you not to text every day because at the end of the day, you have children, you know, you have all of us. Like, you have to have, you know, we have to have our parents in our lives. And I think it's a good thing that y'all work so hard at it because I know it probably was not easy at all to be able to go from married, divorce, and then friends. Yeah. And still being able to come to like basketball games and volleyball games and rodeos and drive with us in the same car and just go on little mini family outings. And I know it's like hard because, I mean, it must be hard, like, dating someone and then being like, okay, well, I still have to talk to my ex-husband. And then I understand where the boyfriend is probably like, or the girlfriend is probably like, I don't really want you talking to your ex-husband or your ex-wife. But, like, they have to understand that that's an ex. It's not like you're married. I mean, once you know, once we're grown, then yeah, y'all don't talk as much anymore, but you still come over, and at the end of the day, if you remarry, if dad remarries, then like remarries other people, and you come around, you still have to come around for your grandkids.
Yeah, I always say, you know, when I got divorced, I was married when I was with my ex-husband when I was 17 until 31. And so that's a big gap. You know, I was well taken care of. My ex-husband was good, you know, things happen, you know. But we both agree when we got divorced, our kids was always number one. And I'm thankful for that, because there's not a lot of men with, you know, there's a lot of, you know, situation that we will, you know, disclose in a later. There's not a lot of men will do what my ex-husband did. He is very good, and not because I'm on live TV, but he's good. And the people you see are, you know, when you're dating, they don't, of course, you know, it is hard. It is hard to have somebody that will accept the situation, because if my daughter get married, my ex-husband's gonna be there. If she died,
married.
I'm saying when you got married, you're gonna be there. If my son, whatever family function is gonna be.
If I died, did you say?
No, I'm saying whatever it is, you know, we're still gonna be in each other's life for a reason.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people understand that, and you have to have a man that wants and understand the family value, and understand that, hey, you know what, our past is our past. You know, me and my ex-husband, or past, or, you know, we will never be married. I will always like him for a reason. You know, he will always have a special place in my heart because of what he did. And then, you know, you have these men, like, you know, I was in a relationship for a while. I loved this guy. I mean, I was head over heel with this guy, but I really love him. But the point that I'm trying to make, he didn't understand that my ex-husband was there to take care of my son, you know, take care of his all my kids, you know. And then he didn't understand that it was always, well, if you're ex, you have to not talk, and that's not the way it is, because I can pick up the phone and I'm like, if I'm here in Timbuktu, wherever. But anyway, you know, my thing is, if I ever meet somebody in my life, you know, they have to understand that I have a family, I have a past, you know, I'm not a virgin, you know. I mean, keeping it real, you know, I have a past, but my past doesn't define me, you know.
Yeah.
My past is, I have kids and I have grandkids. If my grandkids, they are playing, if they're doing ballet, tumbling, whatever the hell they're doing, I'm going to be there. My ex-husband's going to be there. And if they can't understand it, then they're not meant for me.
For you, yeah.
You know, and that's one good thing about, I see people that has the wife or the girlfriend there, they don't even want them to see their kids, or even want them, I mean, they're horrible. And I am so glad I never had that experience. And of course, people are going to come and go in your life, you know. Yeah, my heart was broken, but guess what? I understand that this year, I am putting myself for me, you know. I'm loving me more, I'm understanding me more. People's going to come and they're going to like, okay, you're beautiful. I hear that the bird sings every day. You know, people's going to tell you you're beautiful. People's going to tell you whatever it is. But then if they can understand my lifestyle, you know, I don't see my ex-husband every day. I see them when he come over to my daughter's house.
You probably see him like once a week.
Yeah, and I don't talk, you know, I mean, but the point is, we're co-parenting.
Yeah.
You know, we were co-parenting with the kids, but now we still have
to show up for your grandkids.
We have to show up for our grandkids.
Yeah,
you know?
because it would suck if we were like, okay, well, you know, like if we had Oakland's birthday party is coming up, it would suck if I'm like, okay, well, I have to do 2 separate parties, you know, because my dad doesn't want to come over here, or my mom doesn't want to come over here, but we never had a problem with that. And I think that's a good thing, that you and dad are so, you have your past, and of course you make jokes and stuff, and y'all, I mean, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, but at the end of the day, y'all are always very, like, I'm never nervous. Like, if I say, okay, well, dad's coming over, like, I'm not nervous that you're gonna be there. It's about to die. But as you were saying, Mom.
But my thing, and you know, ladies, you know, you find these people, you got to find them that you have come with a package. You have to know that I'm a single mom. I don't have a lot of time to just say, hey, somebody call me in a, you know, on a dime, hey, let's go out. I have to plan it that my son, he's 10 years old, he's with me. He's my priority right now. You know, he's always going to be my priority. My kid's going to always be my priority. You know, I mean, as old as they are, they still need me. And my grandbabies, they still need me. So either way, I'm love. You know, I feel special. I feel that that's part of growing up. That's part of, you know, life change. You know, there's a time and place for everything. There's a season for everything for me. And the next person that comes in my life, they need to understand, hey, I come with a package. I come with a past, but my past is my past. The resume is going to be God first. You know, you want to be somebody that knows God, and a family, because my family is big. And like to travel.
Like to travel?
Like to travel, yeah.
So you were talking about how you wanted to start your own podcast.
Yeah.
Doing something just like this. This is basically what it is. The only thing is we don't have microphones. Okay, so if you started your own podcast, what would your podcast be about? What would you talk about? What would your vibes be?
I think I would like to talk about like mental health, like, you know, to help people, because it breaks my heart to see so many people that they don't want to, you know, they don't want to exist anymore. And these are people with money, you know?
Yeah.
And that's something that, you know, sometimes a little smile, sometimes a little message, sometimes you just call somebody, like, for instance, I'll give you, those are the little things that matter. Like, I invite a lady over for Christmas because she didn't have anybody. And I was like, it was Christmas, right? No, yeah. Thanksgiving, Christmas. And, you know, she was so happy, and, you know, that makes me feel good. And some elderly people that live across the street, I send them some food, and she sent me a really nice letter saying that she was so grateful. She didn't cook. You know, she was going through a hard time. So my podcast will be like beauty, also the gym, mental health. I would love to talk more about, you know, how I can go about helping people just maybe find themselves.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing. And then you kind of like, you have like your mental health series where you talk about your podcast, and then you also do more of a vlog style for your gym. So you would take your camera, you would set it up, you would work out, then you would post it, because a lot of people, like for moms, they don't know how to work out. They don't know what the proper like movements, and you don't even have to sit there and be like, this is a movement. You just vlog how you work out, because a lot of people will take motivation of that. So personally, what I do is, if I'm feeling like my house is really dirty, I'll go watch cleaning vlogs. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'll watch cleaning vlogs because I like to see how people clean and like different methods. And then it makes me motivated to clean. And then I go and clean, and my house looks really nice all the time. Well, right now. But what I'm saying is, you need to step out and like actually do, you know, YouTube. Obviously, you've seen my journey. I've been doing YouTube for nearly almost 3 years in June. And I've been wanting to get monetized so bad, but I've had to learn X, Y, and Z of how to edit, how to post, how to do tags. There's a lot of things in there, but now I can teach you so that because people watch you, they know who you are now. And so it's like kind of cool that you can kind of do your own thing, and then I can help you because you're on my vlogs. And it's not like nobody knows you. Like, my subscribers know you now. Yeah. My subscribers see you in the videos. And so that's something that I'm pretty sure people, like, they see you and they're like, I'm pretty sure that most people, when they see you on our videos, they're like, oh wow, your mom dresses like really nice. They don't say that about me because I don't really care. But the thing is, I think you need to step out into the journey of just kind of getting out of your comfort zone, instead of saying, okay, well, I'm going to start the YouTube. Just start it, Mom. Like, people are going to watch you now, and they're going to see you. And this is all we're doing. All I'm doing is set up a camera, set up my ring light, did my little office decor, and then you edit, or I can edit for you, because I love editing, and I'm really good at it, and do the whole background for you, and then you start your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do think that, something I might be interested in getting into. It might not be as good as her quality because I like to just do it and just post it.
Well, God, no. You can't do that, Mom.
You can't, I mean, but you know what, sometimes, you know, there's a lot of people that speak. I mean, like the guy that committed suicide, with Ellen.
Twitch?
Yeah.
His name is Twitch.
Okay, Twitch. Okay, that guy. He's, people want the raw deal of your life. I can be all dressed up and nice, but trust me, I take off this makeup, and I don't wear a lot of makeup. It's a lot of different things. But the camera and the TV and Facebook make everybody feel like, okay, they're all perfect lives, but deep down, we have to get deep down into the heart of what's going on with life and what's going on with people. I mean, we are looking pretty here, but who knows that sometimes we're sad.
I mean, if I feel sad, I post it.
I mean, that's with me. It's like, I just think that we have to care more about people. We have to, take a time to just say hi, to smile. Just to say smile, just to smile is like, wow, that makes a big difference in somebody's life. Just to say, hey, you out there, you're a single mom, and I'm talking to the single mom. Life can be hard, paying bills. You don't have nobody to talk to. I don't have friends. I have maybe a couple friends, and I talk to them once in a blue moon. But I'm with my daughter. I probably live at her house now. And I keep to myself, so we don't have no one to talk to say, hey, you know what, go out on a date, look how pretty. And that's why for this month, I take this whole month, because I'm not working, to find me all over again. It's like I reset the button. I don't care what people think, and it might sound rude, but that's something, because I used to keep my, like every comment, it's like hurt my feelings. No, I don't give a shit,
Well,
I think
that's a good
no,
thing.
but I don't care how what people think, because this whole month is all about me. Because I stop, I give to my kids, I give to my grandbabies, I give to my ex-boyfriend, and I lost myself. Who am I? I used to be like, jack of all trade. I do whatever I want to. So now, you guys take a moment. Every July, I go on a vacation, because that's me. I deserve it. It's expensive vacation. It's not no little cheap vacation. It's a five stars hotel, very expensive. But that's for me.
Yeah.
And for the ladies that they can afford it, I mean, save up and go to a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Treat yourself to a nice glass of wine. Go and buy a nice expensive wine, $18. You can.
Or a nice expensive juice.
Or juice if you don't like to. But you know what? I'm a music person. I'm a music lover. When in my mood, music is something that's therapeutic for me. So, find time to do something special. Dressed up. If you go to the store, dress up like wear all your jewelry too. Because I lost all my jewelry. Because I was keeping my jewelry, all my diamonds that I had, expensive diamonds, and they're all gone. So why not dressed up, wear something nice, go somewhere by yourself, just take care of yourself, guys, because you have to love yourself first. You have to be happy within, then you can be happy with anybody else.
I agree, Mom. I think that's good. I think a lot of our subscribers will resonate with everything that you're saying, and they're gonna want to follow you on your spiritual journey of finding yourself in your mental journey.
New job. I'm to find a new job.
Oh God.
Yeah. But you guys like and subscribe to my daughter podcast, and if you guys need a book assigned to, it's Sparkle My Yard, and the YouTube, the Middleton Family.
That's what they're on right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling them.
I'm telling Mom, I'm pretty sure if you start your own YouTube channel, you will be surprised with how many subscribers you have, because we're already on here. So my subscribers are gonna see you and be like, okay, I want to go follow her. Because I know, as a young mom, I know a lot of single moms that need advice from older women who have paved the way for them. So I think it's a good thing that you're wanting to kind of share your story, and all you have to do, Mom, is just set up your camera, and I teach you how to edit.
It would be good too. I just thought about it, and you said about single mom, because there's a lot of single mom that need to be able to get advice for co-parenting.
Oh yeah.
That is, I think, that is something also. All the anger. I mean, I was married to the man for 17 years. and he's still around, so he's not going anywhere. But you know, the thing is, you have to learn to forgive. You know, that's the most important thing. I did my crying, I did my hurt, I did my pain, and it's all done. You know, we have to think about our kids. Why? I mean, this is a question for the single mom. Why do you guys, you used to love the man, of course, but why do you hide your kids, and why do you, you know, not want to be co-parenting? Why is that? Why is it so hard? Why do you make it difficult? I know a situation with my brother right now. You know, the person is horrible. Why do you guys do that? That's my question to you. You can't be worse than I. Trust me, I went through hell. But my kids was the most important. That's the sacrifice, the love that I have to say, okay, it was hard for me to, I went to divorce. I mean, I went to divorce. I see my husband married. I see my husband, you know, with so many other people, but my husband see me with so many people too. You know, when I was married, my husband come around. We didn't have any problems with that. So
or at least if you did have problems, you didn't show it to us.
Yes.
Like, it wasn't, we didn't know.
So my thing for the single woman, it's not about you guys no more. It's about your kids. You know, my kids can say they still had a dad. They didn't understand what it is not to have a father, because he was always around. They go to their house, and we didn't have that, summertime stay. We go to pick up, and then they visit a little bit and come back home.
I saw Dad, me and Rossi saw Dad every single day. Like, we went to school, and we got dropped off at his house, and then for like 2 to 3 hours, we were at Dad's house, and then I guess after you got off of work, then you would come pick us up, and we would be with you, and then it was just a cycle. And then, like, some weekends we would go spend time with Dad, and then some weekends we'd be with you. But it wasn't like, okay, I know some kids, they'd be like, oh, I got to pack my bags up for this week because I got to go spend the weekend with my dad. And it wasn't like that. It was like, okay, well, do you want to spend the night with Dad now, or do you want to go, like, back to your mom's? It was very versatile and very fun, actually. Like, I didn't really have a problem with it. I found the good in it. I got 2 Christmases, I got 2 bedrooms, I got 2 presents, you know, like 2 different sets of presents, 2 different Christmases. I got to decorate my dad's house for Christmas, got to decorate my mom's house. Like, it was fun. It wasn't ever like
tension.
There
was no fight, tension, and all that stuff.
I mean, obviously there was sometimes y'all would get upset with each other, but it wasn't.
We still get on my nerves, but you know, I respect I respect him, and I can, you know, like my ex-boyfriend, he didn't understand that. It's not that like I had my ex-husband in a pedestal. I know that the things that he did, there's not a lot of men will do what he did for me, and that's for sure. I will always thank him for the things that he did. And so, you know, my point is, ladies, you know, you don't have to be, you know, horrible.
Yeah, you don't angry, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you don't have to be angry. Just let it go. You know, there's a whole bunch of people in this life. You know, we have to love ourselves. Find a way to love yourself first. Find a way to forgive yourself, and then life goes on. You know.
I like that, Mom. So you're gonna come out with your own podcast. And what would your idea of a name for your potential podcast that you should be doing?
I don't know.
That's a hard one. Like our podcast.
For new beginnings?
New beginnings?
Yeah.
I guess.
No. She's trying to push me to this podcast.
I am, because it's a fact that
she has time to do all this stuff.
Mom,
I don't see how. I don't have time.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you make
because
time for what you want to do.
I am not. I mean, this girl stay up until 3 o'clock.
No, I stay up till 4.
Yeah.
And then I wake up at like 8 before the girls do. So I literally don't get any sleep. But the thing is, I'm building a future right now for my kids to thank me later. And you want to have the type of money that you want, but you're not going to get that in the freedom that you want with a 9-to-5 job. It's just not going to happen.
I know.
And you have 30 days, Mom. A lot can happen in 1 month.
I know.
Look,
I have a travel addiction, guys.
Yeah, and you can do travel vlogs. You can teach single moms how to pack their bags.
Yeah.
What do you need as a single mom? Tips and tricks on what to do in the airport. Like, I know when I was doing the trip to Colorado, I didn't know, me and Peyton had no idea how we were supposed to check in. We had no idea what you could bring. I remember I had Vaseline in my bag for the girls, but, diaper stuff, and they threw away the Vaseline, and we didn't understand why. And then, you can give people advice on, hey, okay, you're a single mom. You need to do the early bird check-in. You need to bring this if you want to bring that. Or, some people don't know that sometimes you have to get a written letter from the father to take your children out of the country. And, I didn't know that. The only reason why I would have known that is because Dad had to do that for us. So I think you have a lot of good knowledge that people want to know, and you just need to
this month is it's just for me, not to think about the business side of nothing. I know after next month, I have to be able to figure out what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing. Is I have to take a clean slate because I'm actually starting over, and my mind is, I'm reprogramming my mind to just be happy and filling it with all this good vibes. I want to go on a trip. I want to go on a vacation right now, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm finding my time, I'm working out, and I'm feeling myself, I'm resetting my whole body, mental, mind, soul, emotions. I just got off. I broke up. I broke up for a while, and my heart just finally said, okay, well, you're broken up. Sometimes your heart don't, your mind doesn't. But my thing is, ladies, I'm gonna figure out something next month. I have to figure out what I want to do, and I have to do it because I need money coming in, and I don't want to work for anyone. So being on this podcast, it's something that that I might be interested in doing, but
I think you're doing really good, Mom.
We'll learn.
And it's not hard. And even if you don't want to do it, maybe you can do a season, because I do 11 episodes. 11 is my angel number. So I do 11 episodes per season. So maybe you can, once a week, drop a podcast, on the Middleton Talk, where you come in and you talk about whatever you want to talk, and I post it on my podcast. But in reality, I think you need to do your own podcast, start your own thing, because you would be surprised.
But you're so structured. She's structured about you have to pick a niche, and I don't want to pick a niche. I like to talk about whatever I'm feeling that day. Okay, well, hey, you know what? How?
No. The Middleton Talk is literally the Middleton Talk. We talk about anything, everything. We talk about marriage. We talk about our relationship. We talk about having kids. We talk about our last one of our most viewed podcasts was literally Get to Know Us. Another one was about baby number 4. If we ever wanted a kid, we know that we want a boy one day. So, we just talk about everything. That's why it's just open. The Middleton Talk is just an open thing.
Yeah, that will be something good, because I know there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that is depressed. I've been through that depression season. I've been through, there's so many things that people, that would be something to talk about, being that we're all dressed up and looking all nice and cute, but, sometimes you have those days that, you want to fly off the bridge, and that's reality, and that's my reality. But but people don't talk about stuff like that. They hold it in. Just like that guy,
Yeah.
I always tell my daughter. It's so sad to say, but these are the people that have all the money. All the money in the world. I don't have a lot of money. I'm if you want to do something stupid like that, please just send a check to me, and then you're okay, good. But yeah, but people don't talk about that.
Yeah,
people don't talk about being depressed. Health. People don't talk about mental health. People talk about, oh, look, we all smile, we're all fun, we're all, but that's something that I would love to talk about.
Maybe you should talk about, maybe it should be called Pretty Health.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty Health. And the reason why I say it is because Pretty Health, you could talk about fashion, mental health, and your gym.
There you go. See?
Pretty Health.
That's good.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I like it, because it's not one niche. It's literally everything you want to do.
Yeah.
And Pretty Health.
Because I'm not a structured person that you have to stay in one thing,
Well,
I like to be going around. So that sounds good.
I like it. Pretty Health.
So you guys can see me?
I like it, Mom. I'll make you a little logo. I'll teach you how to do
This girl
everything.
is good at all this stuff.
Well, It's taken me a while to figure it out and to learn, and I know that at the end of the day, I do not, like you said, I don't want to work for someone. I worked 3 jobs, obviously, you know, from 16 to 18, I had 3 different jobs, and I hated it. I hated having to be told what to do, having told how to dress when you get there, being told when to clock in, when I could leave. I like being my own person. Obviously, the downfall of being a entrepreneur and a business owner is you don't have a structured income. Like every month, every 2 weeks, like you're used to having like $3,000 come back into your account. I don't do that. Some months I make, you know, $3,500. Some months I make $600. Some months I make $1,500. Like it's all a real big balance, especially with Sparkle My Yard, because like December and January are very slow. And then it starts to pick up, and then May is my extremely, extremely busy month where I make an abundance of money, and I like that but I have to learn how to save and combine. And so I like that. I like that. Pretty Health Mom.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think it's a good name.
We should see if it's taken. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on my podcast, Mom. Maybe next time we'll have some microphones and we'll have
I'll donate.
Yeah, donate. No, and you donate to yourself, Mom, because you're going to start your podcast called Pretty Health, and you're going to do this because, Mom, you just have to take a leap of faith.
Yes, it is a journey. It is a journey because it's something that keep you stationary, you know, and I don't, that's why I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm resetting and I'm thinking what next? What is my journey, you know, starting over from not having a job, you know, and I'm grateful that for me, I have enough money that I can just relax, not for a long time, but I'm not stressed
more than
about
what
it.
normal people.
Yes, and that's you know, waking up, you know, just being grateful, just said, okay, God, you know, okay, I can just relax a little bit. You know, there's not a lot of people have that, so that's a journey for me.
Mom, you have 30 days. Your life can change in 30 days.
Yeah.
What do? You wake up in the morning, you put your makeup on. You already like to do that. You sit in front of your camera. You love to be in front of a camera. You already have a ring light, or you can borrow mine, or come here. It takes 30 minutes out of your day.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You just have to, all you have to do is sit in front of the camera, and you have to have a notes or what. You just have to decide, okay, I'm going to talk about this today.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can do that, yeah.
Could you imagine how your life can change from today in 30 days? I mean, if you decide not to do it, your life is going to stay the same.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's my thing. I'm a risk taker too. It's scary, but you know, look.
What do you have to lose?
I had a lot of stuff. You know, she says take a risk. First, when I was as a single mom, I was for my job. I used to be a painter. I used to do painting.
Really?
I used to do tower hand. I was a tower hand too, guys. If you know tower, they fix the antennas for AT&T. I go up there, and
we'll drop down a picture.
So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I also was I had a little kitchen. Belize's first island kitchen. Didn't know nothing about cooking. I mean, I can cook, but I didn't think I can cook that good for people. But if you Google Belize's first island kitchen, I am #1. So I'm proud of that. So you know, I can take risks. It's just for me to say, okay, this is what I need to do, and my mind just snap, and then there goes I'm in some crap.
Yeah, but this is no risk at all, Mom.
Yeah.
There's no money into it. There's literally all you do is you have a brand new phone now.
Oh yeah.
You have a brand new phone now that has good camera quality. You have a daughter who's telling you, I will edit every single thing you need.
No, I gotta learn to do that. I need a computer, a laptop.
Yeah, but it takes a while for you to learn.
Can I just put my Venmo? What is the other thing there?
Cash App, Venmo.
Oh, Cash App, Venmo. I can put all of that, you know.
For her to get a camera. You know, I don't think that's a bad idea. We'll pop it up right here, and it'll be a little screen right here. And
I will do it, guys. I mean, I will, because I can be an expert. What is it called? Motivation for a single mom.
Motivational coach.
A single. No, I can say I can be a motivation for a single mom that is in, you know, the same thing. You know, it's so crazy now. I know she needs to end her podcast, but I saw a lady, 90 years old. She was doing gymnastics on a pole. I sent it to you.
Really?
Yes, she was. I was like, yes, I have to send it to you. She was 90 years old, guys, and I saw her on TikTok. She got on the bar, you know, the walking bar, and she was doing all this flip like that, that.
What?
Yes, and so
90?
I'm saying 90 years old. She was an old elderly woman. She get in the
old.
damn what's the thing, the bar, and she do all these kind of tumbling and her legs, and I'm like, hell, if she can do it.
Yeah.
There's it's mind over matter, guys. So mind over matter.
Yeah,
So
what
maybe,
are you afraid of, Mom?
I'm not afraid. It's just a time thing,
30 minutes a day. You know what you do on 30 minutes a day? You play on your phone.
Yeah.
You
I will
takes
do
30
it. What
minutes.
is it called?
Pretty Health.
Pretty Health. Okay, Pretty Health's coming soon. Stay tuned.
That is, I'm actually like, I mean, we can obviously go through other names if you want.
No, like that.
But I think it's the three things you want to talk about: health, mental health, traveling, Pretty Health, because traveling is in mental health.
Yeah.
People need to go on vacations to kind of just get away from their four corners of their walls, especially as like a stay-at-home mom. I like to go on little mini vacations, even if it's just to the park or it's just here. You can talk about all of that in your podcast, in your daily vlog. Your vlog, Mom, I know you're like, oh, I don't want to do what you do, Carmelita, where you talk in front of the camera.
Well, everybody's going to tell me about my grandma, so.
Your grammar.
My grammar. See?
See?
I don't want all that shit because,
No, but
I don't respond to stuff.
No, you can turn off your comments.
Oh, good job. Good.
Yeah,
so if you guys read anything that my grammar, right, is not correct,
well,
take it up to, I don't care.
we gotta be monetized, Mom. So you gotta watch her. But the thing is, with your gym vlog, all you have to do is, I'll show you some videos where the people don't even talk. They literally just go to they watch you get dressed for the gym. Obviously, not like get dressed, but like you'll see like some ladies will already have like spandex on, and then they put their leggings over their spandex, and then you get ready. You get your keys, your water bottle, like. When you wake up in the morning, what type of food do you eat?
Nothing. I have a protein
and
kale
so
drink.
People, then there you go. You can show moms, hey, this is the nasty stuff that I eat in the morning, and I blend it all up.
Good.
Well, to me, it's nasty.
It's real good.
But people want to know about your protein shakes. They want to know about kale because there's different type of greens that would be good and to put in your kale drink, and then
I like all the herbs, like the what is it, homeopathic stuff, like if the kids get fever, because my grandma was the best herbalist in Belize, so it was good. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is the Middleton Talk episode 11, Mom.
Oh, that's good.
This is episode 11. I stopped. Okay, so season 2 will be coming out next time, and we will be talking with my dad and my mom together about how they decided to be co-parenting in this crazy lifestyle that they're living in right now. Thank you so much, and be on the lookout for my mom's newest podcast, which I think she would really do good, and if she doesn't, then you can spam in the comments. We want Pretty Health. I think it would be amazing. Thank you so much, Mom, for being my first guest ever on the Middleton Talk. I really appreciate you, and y'all have a great rest of your night, day, whatever. Bye, guys.
Like and subscribe.